Hello children, I'm Noshina ma'am. I'm here to teach you tenses. Basically, I have divided tenses into three parts. Part 1 deals with present tense, part 2 with past tense, and part 3 with future tense. So here we start. In grammar, tense is a category that expresses time reference with reference to the moment of speaking. It is the form taken by a verb to show the time of an action. The three main tenses are major definition is present tense, past tense and future tense. Present tense deals with the time now, past tense deals with the time then and future tense deals with the time to come. So basically I have drawn this sketch. Tense is divided into present tense, past tense, future tense and then it is subdivided. Present tense, it is subdivided into simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Similarly, past tense also, it is simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, then it is past perfect continuous tense. In the same way, simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Total, there are 12 tenses. So children, the structure basically the form is subject plus verb. Verb, simple present basically deals with V1, the base form of the verb. So when you divide it into the subjects and verb, so when you use subjects like I, you, we, they, there are certain examples of the verb given here with I, you, we, they, that is plural subject. We can use work, live, play, go, eat, drink. These are the verbs we can use. And when we are using singular subject like he, she, it, we can, the same work will become works. We'll add s. Okay. To make it singular, we have to add s to the verb. So he is a singular subject and works is a singular verb. So with that, work will become works, live will become lives, play will become plays, go will become goes, and eat will become eats, drink will become drinks. The simple present tense, also called the present indefinite. It tells us about a situation or event in the present time. It is used to say something that is generally true. It is also used to describe something that has been happening for a long time and is still continuing. The two main uses of it are like habits and routines, something that we do regularly and habitually. For example, I drink milk every morning. So, drink is a verb here. Okay? It's a simple present verb. Ravi goes to the school every day. So, goes is a simple present verb. Children often play cricket after school. Play is a simple present. It can be facts about things and people also. For example, we live in Delhi, sun rises in the east. These are all sunrises in the east is a universal truth. We live in Delhi is a fact, and water boils at 100 degrees centigrade is also a fact. So now we come to the present continuous, and the form is like this: subject plus am, is, are plus verb in the ing form. So here there's a table. You can see children. Subject like with I you can use am, and with he, she, it you can use is, and with you, we, they you can use are. The continuous tense denotes action that have not been completed, and the present continuous tense is used to describe an action that is happening now at the time of speaking. For example, I'm drinking coffee now. So I'm drinking. That means it is still continuing. The woman is crossing the road. You see all the highlighted words are the present continuous. Gaurav is dancing with his colleagues. We are having breakfast. That means it has started, but it has not completed. It has not the action is still continuing. We are having breakfast. It is raining outside. Okay. So, and the second point is it is also used to describe a temporary action that has been going on for a period of time but may not be happening at the time of speaking. It talks about the temporary activity. For example, I'm taking guitar lesson. So, it is like it is a temporary activity. Maybe after a few weeks, the guitar classes lessons will be stopped. So, Sita is working on a new project. So, presently she is working and it's continuing, but it is a temporary activity. My sister is staying with us for a couple of weeks. It also refers to an action that is going to take place in the near future. For example, the train is arriving at 7 p.m. That means it has not arrived. it is arriving, that in the near future. So it is present continuous. The conference is taking place in Patna on Saturday. So here are the examples. And then change taking place now also comes under this present continuous. Like for example, spoken English classes are becoming very popular these days. So the price of crude oil is falling rapidly. The earth is getting warmer due to global warming. Children, here are certain extra information which I would like to give in case of present continuous. See, there are some verbs that are usually not used in continuous form, such as the verb of perception, verb of appearing, verb of emotion, verb of thinking. When you talk about verb of perception, it is like see, hear, smell, notice. Verb of appearing is appear, scenes. And verb of emotion such as want, like, refuse, prefer, love. Verb of thinking is believing, agreeing, considering, thinking. All these kind of verb of perceptions, verb of appearing, verb of emotions, verb of thinking, you really can't use the continuous tense with that. For example, I am believing you, then this sentence is grammatically incorrect. Okay, so here you can't write this in present continuous. You have to write I believe you. So I believe you is the correct form. Suppose we say Hari seeming happy, so it's an incorrect sentence. We have to say Hari seems happy. Okay, children. Now we move on to present perfect tense. So you see the form here. It is subject plus has, have plus verb. Verb. It may be past participle or the V3 form. Okay, you all know by now. You know what is the V3 form. So see the table here. Subject with I, you, we, they. These are the subjects. We can use verb have, and with the singular subject he, she, it, we have to use has. So now you know with plural subject we are using have, and with singular subject we are using has. Of course, I is an exception, but with I we have to use have. Okay, so here are the points. The present perfect tense tells us about something that happened at an unspecified time before now to discuss experience in continuation or ongoing time period. For example, I have taught English to many students. I have been to Italy. Then Rachna has watched the film 3 times. So have taught, have been, has watched, these are all present perfect. Okay. So it is talking about discussing about experience in continuation or ongoing time period. So to indicate that an action has been completed just now or a little while ago, recent action or event. For example, I have finished my homework. It's a recent action, okay, or just a while ago the action has taken place. He has just finished his task. Just a while ago he has finished his task. We have won the match. Okay, it's a recent action, and they have cleaned the room. So just a while ago they have cleaned the room. So these are the examples of action which is completed just now or a little while ago. Then we come to express past action whose time is not given and is not definite. Time is not given, not definite means when the thing had happened actually the specific time is not mentioned. Okay, it may be 15 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago. The time is, it doesn't matter. The actual specific time doesn't matter. Like everyone has known him to be a mean old man. The time doesn't matter here. I have seen a snake in the garden. The organization has stopped paying attention to our needs. So has known, have seen, has stopped. These all are present perfect. To describe a past experience, this effect of which may be felt in the present. So, children, there are some examples like Sumit has called up several times. So, it's a past action, but you come to know about the calls later on. So, the effect is felt. And there's another example. I have lost my spectacle. See, you have that person has lost the spectacle in the past, but the effect is like he's looking for the, he cannot read, and now he feels the effect of his lost spectacle. And there's another example. Mother has returned from Kolkata. So this is another example. Then to denote an action that has started in the past but is continuing at the time of speaking. Yes, like I have started writing the essay. That means it has started in the past, but the writing of essay is continuing. Then I have not seen her since 2018. Sher Singh has worked with us for over 4 years. That means it has started in the past and his working is still continuing that time at the time of speaking. Now we come to the present perfect continuous, children. So when we talk about the form, it is subject plus have, has plus been plus verb, verb in the ing form. So when we take the plural subject like we, you, they plus I, we use have. Similarly, he, she, it, singular verb, we use has. See, basically, present perfect continuous is the action that started in the past and are still continuing in the future. So, let us talk about this. For example, I have been waiting to see the doctor for 2 hours. So, I have been waiting to see the doctor for 2 hours. What does it mean? It means that suppose mm that lady reached to had an appointment with the doctor. She reached there for at 5. Okay, from 5 to 7 she has been waiting, and at 7 the doctor arrived. No, at 7 it is 2 hours past, but that lady is still waiting for the doctor to arrive. Okay, did you get the point? So the next example you can take, it has been raining all day and Sultan has been trying to find his document. I have been watching TV since last evening. So, since last evening, she has been watching TV. They have been working for 4 hours. Now, children, here I would like to give stress to the word for. This for is actually the amount of time. For 4 hours means the amount of time here is 4 hours. Okay. So, he has been playing cricket since he was a child. So, since, what is the since? Since is the starting point of an action. So there are certain notes which you need to know, children, such as in fixed phrases like all morning, all week, all day, etc. We don't use for, but we have to use since. So we can't use amount of time, but we have to use the starting point. So always remember, with all morning, all week, all these fixed phrases, we are using since. For example, it has been raining all morning since 4 a.m. for is wrong. Okay. Then come to the second point. When we use amount of time such as for 2 hours, then it has to be in present perfect continuous. Otherwise it would be wrong. For example, you see, I'm waiting to see the doctor for 2 hours is incorrect. Using for, it is incorrect. Rather it will be I have been. So you're using present perfect continuous. I have been waiting to see the doctor for 2 hours. This is the correct one. Then there's another example. When we use starting point of an action such as since, then it has to be in present perfect continuous. For example, he is playing cricket since he was a child. This is incorrect. You have to use present perfect continuous like he has been playing cricket since he was a child, and this is the correct one. Okay, children, here we come to the end of part 1. See you soon in part 2, past tense. Thank you.